Our new series, Masterful Parenting, explores the highs and lows when it comes to kids, and we are excited to welcome back Master Mom Amanda Olson. Thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I want to give a quick recap to let our viewers meet you again, because you came on last week as well. But tell me a little bit about your background and working with families, especially in this community, really ingrained yourself.
Yeah, I started working teaching martial arts a long time ago.
We won't say the year.
Yeah, even before we moved here. But so here in Johnson City, just over 20 years.
Wow.
And just having a chance to really meet a lot of people and work with a lot of families on just, issues that they're having, and just some of my life experience of working with so many kids, what works and what doesn't work, and just how to help your family run a little smoother.
Right. I think everyone can definitely appreciate any advice that you can give, for sure. You're passing on the wisdom. One of the issues, we've been asking people to send their questions to you. You can see her email address right at the bottom of the screen, and it's an anonymous way for people to ask questions about maybe what's going on in their family lives or maybe their kids' lives. And one of the issues that you saw that kept coming up was the issue of bullying.
Yes.
So let's just talk about bullying in general. What exactly is it? Because a lot of people may not know the exact meaning of it.
So bullying is actually an imbalance of power. So when somebody has power over you, whether it's a higher social status, or maybe they have a lot more friends, or it could be physical, they're bigger and stronger than you. So they have more power than you do. But it's an ongoing abuse. It's not just a one time in the playground somebody pushed you down. That's not bullying. That's some conflict resolution we need to work on. But bullying is somebody has more power over you, and they're continually using that power to hurt you or isolate you, make fun of you.
And so what are some signs that maybe parents can look for that their child is being bullied? Because sometimes their children do not come to them and tell them, right?
Most of the time they don't, because they feel, just like any abuse victim, they feel like they must be responsible or something's wrong with them. So they feel humiliated if they come. Exactly, shamed. So they don't come forward. So it's important for parents to start looking for signs, and it can be very gradual change. It's not like overnight, one day they were this way and one day they weren't. So it can creep up on you. But the main things to look for, if you suspect your child's being bullied, is a significant change in eating and sleeping patterns, grades declining, and they're not wanting to be part of anything social that they used to be part of. So maybe they don't want to go to after-school activities, or they're not hanging out with their friends anymore. For older kids, lack of social media use, where they're usually addicted to their phone, and now they don't want to look at it at all. So those are some things to look for.
And you even mentioned you brought social media in it too. I'm sure you see a lot of that kind of come into play when it comes to bullying.
Oh yeah, you have to be very vigilant as parents. To, sometimes you feel like you're spying on them, but it's kind of our job until they learn how to work in the world. You do have to pay attention.
Exactly. And so what are some of the things that you can tell parents now, to maybe some advice that you can give them if they do see these signs maybe in their children?
Right. So very important, if you suspect that something's going on, bullying situation, is to sit and just open a conversation with your child, and let them do the talking. So I've noticed this in you. Is something going on that we need to talk about? Because sometimes they'll feign an illness, like I don't want to go to school, I have a headache, or I have a stomach ache. And if this starts repeating, something's probably going on that's not necessarily physically wrong, but emotionally. And a lot of times, I've talked to adults who were bullied as kids, and they said, I wish I had told somebody. So it's kind of up to us as the adults and the parents to ask the questions and let the kids talk. And then definitely if something's going on, talk to the school counselors and find some help that way, so you can work together as a family.
Let them know that you are in your corner.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so you are actually having a free public class on Saturday. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have we do a lot of work in the community on this topic with bully prevention. And Saturday we're holding a class from 3 to 4 at Olson's Martial Arts, and it's free to the public. Anybody can come. Ages 5 to 12 is really kind of what we're gearing this particular seminar for. But we work on both sides of the issue, not just what do you do if you're being bullied or how to prevent it, but let's see, are you being a bully? Let's talk about that. Are the behaviors that you're you're putting off to your friends, are you being kind of a bully? Let's talk about that. And then ways for kids that aren't being bullied or they're not being a bully, how do you help somebody who is? So
right.
a lot of different things to talk about.
Some great information for those kids, and of course for parents too. And Amanda is wanting anyone with questions to reach out to you. Her email address is right there on the screen. Any questions that you have about parenting, your kids, anything like that, just send them to her and we will talk about it right here on Masterful Parenting on Daytime Tri-Cities. But there's the information on the free class that's happening this Saturday from 3 to 4. It is open to the public. You said ages between 5 and 12. So just stop on by and you can really get some great resources that are available to all the families here in our area.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by